Hi, I'm John, and this is Leslie, and we're out here for Christmas 1997, and we just come out for a visit from Florida, and it's like it's the second reunion Christmas, and beautiful weather. We're having a pretty good time today. Kind of cool, but not too bad for this summer. What do you think?
Let's talk about what we've done in the last couple of years. John and I have just bought a house in Palm Coast, Florida. We have about 6 people on our street, 6 houses, and we're the youngest people on the street. And we're the only ones that go to work. So it's kind of neat for us to be young. I'm still working with the IRS. John's just starting a new job where he's going to be carrying mail back and forth from the mail, large post office to smaller post office, mail centers to small post office. And we are kind of empty nesters. We've got a cat that we've had for 10 or 11 years. She never has had a name. I took her to the vet the other day and they want to know if we ever decided on a name for her. And I told her she was too old and she wasn't going to get a name. Wait for the plane. We live about 6 miles from the beach, and the area where we are living has been cut out of the woods, and we have a lot of wildlife that lives around us, foxes and wild turkeys and deer and such, but as each month goes by another house is built, so we'll see fewer and fewer of those things as time goes on. And we've already seen our kids on here, and they're pretty much the apples of our eye, but we can't concentrate our lives on them anymore because they're gone. So I fill my time a lot, and my energy is doing genealogy work. I spend a lot of time on that with my computer. And John continues to spend his time doing what?
My favorite hobby is restoring and riding old Cushman motor scooters. And I had those when I was a child, so I mean a young boy. So actually, it's kind of like reaching back to my childhood, better and easier times, and it's good therapy for me. I enjoy that.
Well, I guess that's what we do. John spends his time in the garage, and I spend my time in the office in the old front living that I put in doing genealogy. That's about it.
Yep. So now, when we watch this tape again 5 or 6 or 10 years from now, we'll have to review it.
Say we haven't changed it. We're still doing
See
the same
how we're
thing.
doing it.
Hi, we're the Bryan Holtz, and we've been searching our souls for the past couple of years, trying to find out why, if 7-Elevens are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, why do they have locks on the doors?
Okay, that's enough. What we've done in the last 3 years, well, I finished graduate school. I got my master's in counseling psychology, and I've worked mostly as a therapist and also as a instructor at a college, community college, teaching psychology, and put Gerald through school. You want to tell him about your school?
Finished my bachelor's degree. Bachelor of Arts degree in speech communication with an emphasis in marketing and advertising, which is the spiel that I give, even though lately I've come to the conclusion that my degree hasn't been worth all that much. So I'm going back to school in a couple weeks to get some multimedia, computer graphics experience so that I can make more use of the theoretical knowledge I gained while I was at the University of Utah. So right now I'm just working as customer service for a financial institution, which isn't too bad. I enjoy it, but through that education like I needed to go into advertising. Because as a creative person, as I like to think of myself,
Shut up. He needs more computer classes, so he's going back to school for that.
Right.
We've lived in Salt Lake the last 3 years. We
Adopted a cat.
adopted a kitty, and she should be with us till the next reunion and reunion after that. She's a lovely little cat. Let's see, we live in a really crappy one-bedroom apartment, but that's okay. We prefer Leno to Letterman. We prefer Pepsi to Coke, Burger King to McDonald's.
Our turn-ons are cheese on hamburgers. No pickles, no onions, no mayonnaise.
Turn-offs are Gorilla Backs and, let's see, Sagittarius's. No, I don't know. Okay, what else did you want to know? We don't want to live in Utah for the rest of our lives. When Gerald is done with school, then hopefully we can get out of Utah eventually.
Our first choice is to live in the Reno area, where they've got both the mountains and the desert, and the buffets.
And the buffets. And we like to gamble. No, we don't.
No, we don't like to gamble too
No.
much.
We like to, let's see, what we like to do. We like to do road trips a lot. We like to do little vacations.
Last spring break, we went down through Colorado into New Mexico, down to El Paso, and up through Arizona.
For his birthday, I took him hot air ballooning this year, and the year before that, Gerald took me skydiving, where we jumped out of a plane, and that was a lot of fun. And so we like to do kind of adventurous things, but we like to come home too and pet our cat and just sit around and eat vegetables the rest of the time.
Hello, I'm Vince and this is Cindy Vaughn. We are married and we live in Tallahassee, Florida right now. Right now I'm suffering from a wicked cold that we got in Idaho. Utah border, somewhere out there. Anyhow, we are presently going to school in Tallahassee, Florida. I go to Florida State University and Cindy.
I go to Tallahassee Community College. I'm in dental assisting program and I'll graduate in July.
July of 1997, that is, for those of you who are watching this in the future.
1998.
1998, that's correct. All right. I also will be graduating in July or August of 98. I'll actually be done with school probably around July, but be actually walking the line of graduation in August of 98. Getting a master's degree in instructional systems design, where I design training and other performance-related
And
issues.
hopefully have a job in the next 3 years.
Hopefully. Since the last reunion in 95, we were in Logan, Utah.
Going to school.
Going to school at Utah State University, where I received my bachelor's degree in economics, and then shortly after that we moved to Tallahassee to pursue graduate studies, and that's where I'm at now. As far as what we hope to accomplish by the next reunion, we hope to increase our family size by a little bit, and that's more just our cat. And we also hope to be working, definitely not taking any more school classes whatsoever. We hope to be living far from any type of school campus of higher education.
We hope to be in a 2-bedroom apartment by then.
At least. That's probably really about that. I hope to play a little bit more.
We got a cat since the last time.
Oh, that's right. We have
got a
increased
cat.
our family size by a cat.
Yes.
His name is Buzz. Buzz
It's a
is
psycho cat.
He's quite psycho. I have many scars about my hands and wrists from Buzz. He's a lot of fun. What else do we hope to accomplish by then?
What do you do for fun?
Oh, what do you do for fun? Yeah, we're decent. We like to be undecent.
Raymond's big R's.
Oh, wait. What do you name?
Hang out with friends.
Yeah, I like to hang out with friends. I like to play musical instruments. That kind of stuff. I like to drive tractors and
You're so unsocial.
Yeah.
Big. Since the last reunion, which was what, 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
2.5,
Two and a
yeah.
half years ago. I finished my AA degree in 1995. I decided to take a semester off, and the semester turned into a year and a half. And then I started back to school at Cal State Hayward this last quarter, and just finished my first quarter there. And it'll take me another maybe 6 or 7 quarters to finish. Love being back in school. Really needed the break. In 1996, I met Al, and from that point on, we've been doing a lot of traveling. We've gone to New York and Boston, and another trip to China. And on that trip, we were on a cruise, so we went to the Philippines and Taiwan, and to China, to Shanghai, to Beijing. Went to the Great Wall and Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City. It was just an incredible trip. And after that, we went to Sun Valley, and I learned to ski, and also to Banff Springs and skied there. We went to Europe, to France, and to Italy, where Al's family is from. I had been already to Paris and to Florence, but he hadn't, so I got to be a tour guide, and it was really enjoyable to go back again. And then we went to Maui, which I'd never been there, and I learned to scuba dive and bicycle down a volcano, and
38 miles.
38 miles down from the top of the volcano all the way to the sea. And then what else did we do? Oh, I did some snorkeling there. So actually, the past couple of years, I've been learning to do a lot of things that I never would have done before. A lot of athletic things, a lot of daring things that I would have been afraid to do, and learning that I can do them. And it's been really great fun, a lot of fun.
You got rollerblades.
Oh yeah, I've got rollerblades, but haven't got on them yet. We're doing a lot of bicycling. So my life is really busy with work, working 10-hour days, a lot of times 6 days a week, and still going to school full time, and just learning a lot in school. Really learning a lot this last quarter about women in the movies, and not just the actresses, but about the women behind the scenes, the editors, the writers, the producers, directors, and really learned a lot about the beginning of the history of film. Learned a lot about Latin American art and the history in pre-Columbian times. Also took English grammar and realized that even though my mother got her English degree, I'm very bad at grammar, but managed to pull an A out of that class. I was just in Lake Tahoe celebrating Christmas with my daughter and her fiance and his family, and had a really good time with them. Also this past year, I spent a lot of time with Al's family, with his aunts and uncles and cousins and his children, and it's a big Italian family, very loving, a lot of fun, and they've accepted me quite well. It's been really a nice experience. And then we've had tragedy this year. My daughter lost her uncle. It was her stepfather's brother, and then my stepfather dying, and so that's been some difficult times this year for her, never having experienced losing anyone before. So I've been there to support her and see her through all of that. And when my stepfather passed away, it was really it was a good feeling to come up here to be with my mom and to give her a lot of support and to be there with everyone who showed up and to see everyone again. So it was kind of like a family reunion at that time. But it was just good to be there with everyone.
Hi. I have been going to school the last 8.5 months to learn to be an accounting technician, and I did very well in my school, and my average was over 90% for the whole course, which pleased me quite a bit because I wasn't real good when I was in school when I was younger. So when I come back, when we go back to Canada, I'll be looking for that kind of a position. I've been working as a laundromat attendant for a Korean couple down in Calgary for the last few months, and it's an okay job, but I'm only making $6 an hour, and it was just something to do while I was in school. Pretty well that's that's about it. Just being a mom, taking care of my kids and my house. And
Are you finished with your school then?
yeah, I finished December 15th was my last day.
Are they going to have a placement program for you to help you find a job?
Yeah, the school helps. They send you on interviews, but they don't guarantee you a job. But they send you on interviews, and it's up to you. But right now, the demand is really high in Calgary. There's more demand than there is a supply of people in all trades. It seems like Calgary's really booming right now. And so I'm hoping that means I'll be able to get a good job. I'm probably going to start out doing temporary work because it's a good way to get experience. It's hard to get into a place if you don't have experience, but they do have entry-level positions for people. And so I've registered with several temporary agencies, and they also will place you permanently. But I will probably have to start doing temporary for a while.
So with the schooling and your job and your kids, do you have time to do anything else?
Well, I didn't, especially when I was in school. It seemed like I was just in school or working or doing homework or sleeping.
So you didn't have time for hobbies or any other interests?
No, my kids suffered, I think, when I was in school, but we made it through.
Great.
So
what do you like to do when you do have time to do some other things?
I have a boyfriend that I like to spend time with, and I've known we've been dating for about over 4 years now, and I like to do family things with the kids.
Great.
When I can, take them swimming or go to the zoo or do kind of things that they like to do.
Good.
School and good reading. That's all.
That's all? Tell me what grade are you in, Michael?
Grade 2.
Grade 2? Who's your teacher?
Miss Okada.
Do you like Miss Okada?
Yes.
What's she like?
She is like a nice lady.
She's a nice lady. Okay, tell me what you do when you're at home. What's your house like? Do you play in the snow?
It's just like find something in the snow and I play with my toys inside.
Inside, okay. Okay, and anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No? Okay. Katie?
My teachers, I used to have 5 teachers, and my 3 real teachers are Mr. Nagy, Mr. B, and Mr. Bogalis. And the other teachers are ladies, and their names are Miss Lyons and Miss Scarlett, but they moved away. So we kind of had a little party on Thursday before we left for school, and that was on December 21st or something, and we just watched movies and ate candy, and I've been doing really good in school.
What grade are you in?
Grade 6.
Grade 6, okay. What do you do at home?
I just call my friends and talk on the phone and listen to music.
Do you watch TV?
Yeah.
What's your favorite TV show?
Step by Step.
Step by Step. Oh, okay. Michael, do you watch TV?
Yeah.
What's your favorite